Ambassador, welcome again. Everybody has that question about ZIDERA and sanctions, and you were trying early on to explain what is the difference. As simple as it sounds, people still want to know.
All right. Well, first of all, again, thank you for having me. And the U.S. policy toward Zimbabwe has a number of elements, but one of those elements is legal, and that's ZIDERA. Just put it as simply as I can. If Zimbabwe fulfills the requirements of its 2013 constitution, it will meet the requirements of ZIDERA. ZIDERA covers lending by international organizations to Zimbabwe and forgiveness of the debt that Zimbabwe has to those organizations and countries in the Paris Club. The sanctions that exist are executive branch sanctions on 154 individuals and entities, and it prevents people from the United States or through the United States economic system from providing economic benefits to those people, or can prevent them from traveling to the United States. So they're two different areas, but Zimbabwe's progress in building a democracy that respects the tenets of the 2013 Constitution is the key thing that it needs to do.
And before, this is my last question. I'm going back again to sanctions. Generally, people in Zimbabwe believe that sanctions hurt the ordinary person on the street, not the ones that are on the target list. What can you say about that?
Well, Zimbabwe has an opportunity for growth, and the sanctions really do affect specific individuals.
Yes.
Decisions on investment in Zimbabwe are driven by the economic conditions in Zimbabwe, the rule of law, the assurances that people's investments will be protected, that they have the right to have majority ownership in their businesses. Those are the kinds of things that the private sector is interested in. There is a significant interest in investment in Zimbabwe, but investors want to see the reforms that have been talked about implemented. We need to see the implementation and action on the reforms, not just a list of reforms that are proposed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nichols.
Thank you very much for having me.